Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this week, or this session, we are talking about papercraft houses. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and please make comments in the comment section below. So, kind of pushing on with the whole theme of trying to get quick, easy, cheap terrain, especially if you're trying to move into a new genre, a new game in itself, or you're just trying to get your friends into something new. You don't want to be spending a fortune on scenery or spending hours building scenery from scratch. So papercraft is a very easy alternative. I mean, these ones here, I'll link the location that I found them. They were free online, and you can find free papercraft houses all over the internet. Especially on model railway websites, you can find all sorts of buildings. So yeah, just do a quick Google search and you'll find free downloads. All you need then is just a colour printer, a pair of scissors and some glue, and you're good to go. So yeah, quite literally cut them all out. You will probably want a black pen later on just to go over the edges, otherwise you will have that white line. But if you're just doing it for speed, you really don't need to worry. You can bang out a house or two in 10 or 15 minutes, and they're pretty well ready to play with within 20 minutes of the glue drying. So very, very quick and easy. To make your creases, I just used a steel ruler because it gave you a nice straight edge and something easy just to bend the card around. I printed these on just regular paper, although it would probably be advisable to print them out on some of the sort of like 250 GSM or thicker paper. But again, just use what you've got. If you are just using regular paper, then you can always reinforce it with cardboard from a, I don't know, cereal box, or the graphics medium chipboard on the back of a legal notepad, as Wylock always says in his videos. But just something like that, just to give it a bit of rigidity. The little house on the left didn't come with a base, so what you'll have seen earlier is I had actually drawn onto the paper itself an additional square, which was for the base, which that way I could glue everything onto it. You don't have to do that, it just gives it a little bit more strength without having to put in cardboard. Again, when it comes to glue, your best bet is to use like a Pritt stick or a glue stick of some description, rather than wet PVA, just because you don't want the paper to sort of soak it up and go mushy. If you get annoyed with the Pritt stick or glue stick, then you could use hot glue. That's just going to be really quick, really easy, job done, although you might not get quite such a good seal. There might be sort of little gaps, but again, if you're going for speed, just use what you've got. That's going to make the job the easiest for you. The slightly larger one, which I unfortunately didn't get fully in the screen here, was a little bit tricky because it's got quite a few moving and folding parts, whereas the little square one on the right was much easier. But when I say it was a little bit trickier, it wasn't that much trickier. It was just took a little bit longer to do. All of the tabs have are like numbered A to G or A to F or whatever it was, so you know which ones stick to which piece. So it's a very quick and easy process. There's the base. You can see there I did use a paper clip just to hold the two sides together whilst it's drying. You don't have to do that, it's just optional. Anyway, then once your house is all stuck together, you can kind of see the difference in scale there between the epic scale miniatures. I did downscale these houses. I think they are usually designed for 28mm, so I basically halved it, and which there are instructions for, and then it came out more or less accurate. So not bad at all. You can see on that one, yeah, along the top there, you do have a bit of white overhang and along the edges where you've done the crease. So again, you could go in with a bit of light brown or black just to cover those. Here's a collection of my houses. You can see the model railway ones specifically look like modern houses. These ones here are kind of Normandy, and the one which I just built, in comparison to the 15mm Germans there. You can see these ones have taken a bit of damage on the left, and that's because they travelled all the way from the UK to New Zealand in a box and had a lump of wood on top of them. But despite that, they actually made it pretty damage free. So it shows that they are pretty resilient, especially if you put a bit of cardboard in them. But as I said, they're cheap, they're quick, they're easy, good to get your game going. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.